Hey everybody, and welcome to Big Fork Fridays. Hello out there. My name is Jim Reynolds, an expert at streaming improv over the internet and the various technologies therein. Welcome to Big Fork Socially Distanced Fridays. Thank you so much. Yeah, big round of applause from everybody here.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Jim, good master.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm just happy I'm not screen sharing anymore. Tonight we start by obviously acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Yagara and the Turrbal and the Yagara people, and pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. As a company, we stand in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movements, both here and overseas. There are links on our Facebook page where people can support those movements practically. Black Lives Matter. We know this is a heavy time and hope that wherever you are, we can provide you with some joy as we continue to do the work. So let's have some fun. Let's do some improv tonight for you. We are Big Fork Theatre once again. Tonight we have an improv show in two halves. The first half of the show is something we like to call the mixer, where we get a whole bunch of our favorite performers and we throw them together in a bunch of scenes. And on the second half, we have what's called Cool Story Bro, our flagship format, where we get a very special guest storyteller to tell true stories from their lives. And then we make some comedy magic out of that, as you can see by the comedy sign behind me. One other thing, the YouTube chat, please use it. I'll be calling for things. I've already put some stuff up there for people to comment, and I'll get from you. And I'll pick some things from the chat as we go tonight. I think that's probably all I need to say to get us started tonight. That's it. Let's get cracking with our show. Thank you guys so much for spending your Friday night with us here at Big Fork Theatre. We really do value you, and we look forward to the time we can see everybody in person once again at our theatre space. So let's kick things off by welcoming the cast of The Mixer to the stage. Let's get a huge round of applause as they come to the stage. Our Mixer cast, starting with Taylor. And then Reese. And Chloe. Claire. Claire. Mysterious Claire. Taking your time coming to the stage. Let's move on to the next person, and Claire will join us later. Ben Snaith. Benton. Hey, Imogen.
Yeah.
All right, Peter may be having the same technical issue that Claire is. Spoiler alert. Hey, Peter's here.
Claire says she's lost it.
Lost it. All right,
I don't know.
Claire can join us when she's ready, when she's able to get online. Claire is joining us live from the same shed you can see Peter is in right now. Peter, where are you in the world right now?
Between Oakdale and Nat High, which is near Warragamba Dam, west of Sydney.
Yeah, we don't need to know anything more than the first thing.
But you were shaking your head. I thought you didn't understand.
If anyone wants to track down Pete and Claire, you have some idea now where to go. Everybody ready to do a show?
Yeah.
Excellent. Claire notwithstanding. We're going to start with a game I like to call Lines from a Hat, one of our favorite games to play over Zoom. I'm going to give some scenarios. And you guys are going to make them sing with some funniness. So let's start with this. Lines from a Hat. What the birds are really thinking.
Do you want a hand over there?
That's a good one. I like that one to start.
The birds are really thinking, mate, I will give you a full worm if you can shit right into that guy's coffee.
Whoa, I am so high right now. I don't want a cracker. That's just the only thing you've trained me to say.
Hey, so how much are you getting paid for this Hitchcock movie?
Whoa, dude, I'm high as a kite, like literally.
A variation on a theme. We like it. Let's move on. Things you shouldn't say when you finally see your friends in person again.
Oh, so you actually do wear pants?
Aw.
I have not missed you.
You smell different than before.
No, you're not here at all. You're not
Pete, just so you know, you're audible to everybody. Everything you're saying there, Pete.
You can mute him, Jim, if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm muting him. Just let him know.
Jim, you need to let Claire back in again. She had
Oh,
to.
good. All right, thank you.
Excellent.
Jim.
All right, let's,
Magic of live stream.
let's move on to the next one. We did it, Claire's back. Oh my God, we did
the
it.
veil.
And you can unmute yourself now, Pete, because we have another lines from a hat, and it's the worst DM for your Dungeons and Dragons game.
Do we play with the dragons in the dungeons or?
All right, so here are your scripts.
So if you go down the snake, you got to go back another 10 spaces.
Guys, I swallowed the dice.
So everyone pick up a whip as they walk in.
Can I be the little metal dog?
So, guys, I'm not seeing my therapist anymore, so I'm just going to work through a lot of things here.
That's the one. There we go. Let's go with this. The real reason that Queensland's borders are staying closed.
They've run out of bananas.
Ah,
We want to make sure we keep beating New South Wales at state of origin.
We got to keep all of our gold to ourselves.
all right, and last one, relevant to us, somebody's. The worst choices for the Broncos' new coach.
Kevin Spacey.
That'll do. We'll just take that one and move on. Round of applause for Lies from a Hat.
Well done.
Excellent. Well done. We're going to kick things off with our first real scene of the night, and we're going to get Taylor and Reese to jump to the stage, and everyone else can head off to the void that everyone lives in between scenes. Taylor and Reese. Taylor, you're commissioning Reese, an artist, to undertake an unusual commission, and I'm going to get something from the chat. It's an unusual commission because it is it's a lasagna. It's a lasagna themed art.
Yes, I'm just come from my latest exhibition. I hear you have a special request of me.
Yes. I don't know if you've seen many pictures of the Queen before.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think this would be a perfect opportunity for me. I have long thought that I would do excellent portraits of all the royal family.
Well, there's been a little bit of a fracas in the royal family, and the Queen has asked me specifically to
Yes.
have a portrait done of
Yes.
the most recently departed members. She wants them to be lying on top of each other,
Clarify.
covered in sauce and cheese.
Well, when did you see that review in the recent newspaper of my gallery, my exhibition?
Yes,
said
they called
that-
it a social marvel.
Yes, but
and
quite
it-
saucy. They described it as quite saucy.
Yes, yes, so saucy. The people would faint as they came in with lust.
Yes, but you understand the difference between sauciness in terms of like sexual energy and sauciness in terms of lasagna.
Queen has requested this. I
Yes.
cannot change her mind. However sexual you make it is on you.
It does seem like an odd request. For this is of her grandchild.
Yes.
Is it
And
a punishment?
scene! That was the point we needed to clarify. Thank you very much, Lisa and Taylor. We're going to move along to Peter and Ben for this next scene. Peter and Ben. So Peter, in this scene, you're Ben from the future. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
Ben, Peter is you from the future, and he's come back to warn you of the mistake you're about to make.
Should I flush it?
No. If you flush it, I need to warn you. There's two paths your future can take at this point. But if you flush it, all the evidence will be gone, and you won't be able to prove a thing.
If my electric toothbrush goes down this toilet, then I won't be able to prove who is my real father. You're right.
That's right. There's DNA on that, and that's the only remaining DNA from your father.
Why did I scrub him with this toothbrush? That you should have come to me then.
And see, we'll call it there. You know, that's everything we need there. Why indeed? Wonderful work, Peter and Ben. Excellent. Keep commenting in the chat. Someone said, "Woohoo! I made 2 lasagnas tonight, and now I'm watching lasagna-themed improv." Wonderful. Oh, and we have just hit 100 YouTube subscribers. So, yay! We did it. Oh, what a great time. Let's keep going with Chloe and Sandon, please. Chloe and Sandon, you're 2 school kids, you're best mates in the world. But Chloe, your family is moving to a location that the YouTube commenters have given us, which is the Blue Mountains Canteen. Your family is moving to the Blue Mountains Canteen, and you're breaking that news to your best mate, Sandon.
Hi, Sandon.
Hey, do you want to go out and play or? Oh no.
I would love to, but I've got to practice for my new job.
Oh.
I've got something to tell you. My family are basically moving to this canteen in some mountains, and I need to be the person who passes the lunch down the line. So as you can see, I'm practicing my moving down the line. And my mum and my dad said I have to practice and I have to be able to move seamlessly before I can see my friends. So if you could help me, I need to practice just moving in sync, and then maybe I could come out to play. So
Well, Chloe, you are so committed to your work.
I know, but can you just make sure I stay completely straight? Can you just watch me? I just need one run straight, and I can come out. Are you ready? Are you ready?
And then can I cry on your shoulder for the rest of the day?
Yes, but just please make sure I stay straight. Okay, are you ready?
Insane. What a sad story. Round of applause. Some excellent acting there. We had both emotions. We had upset and moving side to side. Wonderful work. Let's do the last scene of the first round of scenes tonight. It's Claire and Imogen. Claire and Imogen, welcome, Imogen, welcome, Claire. You guys, I've just written this. I've just written Imogen and Claire are stuck in a well.
So, you do have like a plan to get out of here, right?
Oh yeah. Of course, I always have a plan.
Honestly, best news I've heard all day. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried. I'm sorry if that's offensive, but I was a little worried because life as well.
Yep. It's I'm not offended at all. I can understand you being a bit surprised.
Yeah.
So, how long are your fingernails?
Oh God, because of my lifestyle choices, they're very short because the way that I am, if you understand me. Listen, I just realized we haven't had this conversation yet, have we? I gotta tell you something. Oh god, this is a bad place, but I prefer the company of other women, and I don't want to go into it. And it means my fingernails are short. I just thought that's all I really want to say about that.
Other women or women?
Depends on the day. Depends how I feel. Depends, generally just the one. But I'm not gonna lie, it's happened. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm just getting a little paranoid. I just feel like, the walls are closing in and I didn't really want to have like a personal discussion at the bottom of this big fucking well.
Hey guys, it sounds like you're having a pretty deep, meaningful conversation, but do you just want a rope?
I would love a rope.
Yeah?
I'd really like a rope.
I'll go and get one, okay?
Yeah, don't hurry, don't hurry.
Okay, I won't hurry.
Let's see. Lovely work. That went places I didn't think it would go, but it was entertaining and I loved it. Wonderful. That's my line of the night so far. They're short because of my lifestyle choices. That's fantastic. On that note, we're going to bring everyone back in for our second game of the night. Everyone jump back in. We're going to play a game called, hello everybody, I've missed you all. We're going to play a game called Sex with Me. Oh, we've got a bunch more viewers on the chat. Hello, latecomers. You're you're very good. You're very good. I like you plenty. This is a game called Sex with Me, and I'm going to try and pull some offers from the chat as we play this. I'm going to say a word from the chat and or from my own brain, and the player is going to describe why sex with me is like that thing or place or whatever. So let's kick it off with an offer from Alan B. Sex with me is like a shoe salesman.
Sex with me is like a shoe salesman. I really work the tongue.
With me, it's like a shoe salesman. You have to keep trying till it fits.
Hey.
Sex with me is like a shoe salesman. They try, but nothing really fits me properly.
Sex with
Sex
me
with me
is
is
like a shoe salesman.
Okay. Sex with me is like a shoe salesman. It all depends on how comfortable the sole is.
Aww.
Sex with me is like a shoe salesman. If feet aren't involved, it just doesn't work.
Sex with me is like a shoe salesman because I strap you into that metal thing.
Yeah, that had to be said. Sex with me is like a bucket of farts. Thank you, Christopher Martin, director of Theatre.
Sex with me is like a bucket of farts because when you smell it, that's when you know that it's on.
Sex with me is like a bucket of farts. It's wide open and it's stinky.
Sex with
It's gonna
me
be
is
hard
like
to beat that one, but go ahead, Reese. Have a go.
It's not gonna. I'm gonna do it. Sex with me is like a bucket of farts. Impractical.
Yeah, that's
Sex
fair.
with me is like a bucket of farts. You can't have a naked flame nearby.
Sex with me is like a bucket of farts. It doesn't seem that interesting, but people pay a lot of money just to get it.
Let's go. Sex with me is like Tasmania.
Sex with me is like Tasmania. I've never experienced it.
Aww.
Sex with me is like Tasmania. It's the arse end of the world.
Aha.
Sex with me is like Tasmania. Despite my outrage, it keeps being left off maps.
And we'll end it with this one. Sex with me is like a typewriter.
Sex with me is like a typewriter, very old-fashioned.
Nice.
Sex with me is like a typewriter. Tom Hanks collects it.
Sex with me is like a typewriter. When you get to the end, it goes ding.
Sex with me is like a typewriter. If you push too hard, you're going to get stuck.
Sex with me is like a typewriter. There are far, far better alternatives now.
We might call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for our Sex with Me cast. Round of applause in the chat for our wonderful, dirty-minded performers tonight. Outstanding. I can't get over that Chloe's one about bucket of farts. That's something
Can't believe I
else.
said that.
It's fantastic. Let's keep it rolling with Peter and Taylor and Imogen. in this scene, Taylor and Imogen, you're going to be pitching a new idea for a bar to Peter. And just for a bit of inspiration about your bar, I'm going to throw something from the chat at you. And something from the chat is bricklayer. Just whatever that makes you think of or inspires you, you're just going to pitch a new bar to the wealthy man, Peter.
So,
No, it's smoko time. We've got to make sure that we get our full 15 to 45 minutes.
But what if that 15 to 45 minutes you experienced entirely within a bar, focusing on micro food?
The missus was telling me I need to experience more fiber in my diet.
But something big salad, yuck. Tiny salad, oh, perfect.
That's the one. Where's this person? Oh, here he is. There. Hey.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for ideas, inspiration to open a new bar.
Well, mate.
Yep.
We have the idea for you.
Far away.
Hipster smoko.
Hipster
Smoker.
Hipster smoker. Okay.
Yeah. You ever had a ice break with artisanal milk?
Yeah. We're talking 4 and 20 pie, but with Wagyu.
I was thinking more of a drinking bar where people would come along and consume a lot of expensive alcohol.
Mate, we can make that work for you. Well, we've got a bunch of craft beers that we just can like put the 4X label on, and then, you know, maybe something will happen there. We're still, look, honestly, I'm still nutting that one out, but I reckon, just chuck a 4X label on there. They'll love it.
I think you're onto something.
To buy all the 4Xs, take the labels off and put the designer beer labels on.
On a much more expensive beer, then we sell it at the original 4X price, making loss. That is how we make a gain.
You gotta put in a loss to make a gain.
You gotta break some eggs to be economically substantial.
Are we only going to have bricklayers coming to this bar? Is that all?
Hopefully.
Mate, have you heard of a fitter turner?
I know Taylor has lots of fittering turning material, but have to for another show. Wonderful. Can I get, please, Chloe and Ben to the stage, please? Ben, hello. You're a singer, and you have a new song, and it's called, from the chat, Prime Minister of Love is the name of your new song, Prime Minister of Love. And Chloe is your manager, and you're discussing the new song you've written called Prime Minister of Love.
Hello, Ben. It's Boris Johnson here. I've commissioned you to make that song to, raise my profile.
Baby, I finished that song. Baby. I finished it for you.
Well,
it's called Prime Minister of Love.
I'd like to hear it, or maybe not hear it, or go out or go in, whatever you'd like.
You know what, baby? You know what? I'm
Yes.
going to sing it for you, baby.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm going to sing my new hit single. It's called Prime Minister of Love.
Take it away, Ben.
I am the Prime Minister of Love. Yeah, you got to be the Prime Minister. You got to get voted in democratically of love, baby. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the chorus.
I say, Ben, I think I fell in love with you right there and then.
You did?
How would you like to be my my right man? Like, someone next to me telling me everything I need to do. How would you like to do that?
Telling you everything you need to do, Boris Johnson?
Yes, please. I really need that.
Your right man hand?
Yes, please.
I will be your right man hand, Boris Johnson. I will be that person for you. You know, I don't have too much money coming in right now. You know, I've been spending a lot of time at home. I'll spend it with you, Boris Johnson. I'll spend it with
I have a big house down one street that you're more than welcome to come and live with
And
me.
scene. And they made love in number 10 Downing Street. Wonderful. Sandon and Reese and Claire for our last scene of the first half. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Claire and Sandon are Reese's parents. I'm going to pull something from the chat here. A ladle. Yes, you found a ladle in Reese's room, and you're outraged.
Sandon, you've got to talk to him. This isn't good enough.
Remember that a ladle is not the worst thing we've ever found in his room. We once did find like acid next to matches. So can we just be a little less outraged? Because he is our first son. I do want to be nice to him. Like,
No, you don't seem to get this. This is a ladle. This is 10 times worse than acid.
oh yeah, because you can scoop acid with a ladle, can't you? Yeah.
You can scoop a lot of things with a ladle.
Yeah.
This is a downward path.
I'm getting outraged. I mean, I know he's the middle child, but I feel sympathetic for him, but I'm starting to feel like, yes, it's time to like go off at him, but in a way that's like sentimental because I still maybe love him. So let's just do this, hey?
Yes, let's.
Yes.
Dad, I heard what you were saying. The acid time was a dark period in my life. I'm trying to move on. I'm more into broths and soups these days. Sometimes even a chowder.
Can we really get outraged with that? I mean, did you see the love in his eyes? I mean, he's a broth boy now.
I'm a broth boy.
Broth boy. And you are you are such a beautiful broth boy. You just
Mum, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get your approval? I tried getting barrels and barrels of acid and pouring them over cars of people so the cars broke down. I tried making broths. You're not happy with any of it. I just don't get it. It's got to be some sort of liquid-based solution. I know that much.
look.
I just could never get over the fact that you didn't like Coca-Cola.
Oh, I mean, you crossed the line there, didn't you? You crossed the line. You're going to pay for that. Okay, one day, once I've gotten over this broth phase, you are going to get a spanking. But for now, I love you, okay?
And on that beautiful note, scene. A round of applause in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Broth Boy is getting a lot of love in the chat. Everyone back in from the mixer half, please. Come on back. Thank you all for joining us for the mixer as I give them a shout out as they leave the stage. Claire. Woo! Sandon.
Woo!
Reese. Broth
Broth
Boy.
boy away.
Hey. Taylor.
Bye.
Hey.
Chloe.
Bye.
Ben.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Peter.
Hi.
Hey.
And in her first show with Big Book Theatre, Imogen.
Hey!
Wonderful. I say wonderful all too much. I'm sure people in the chat are picking this up. That's my go-to word when I'm filling time. But without any further ado, it's time for our second half of the show. And our second half of the show is called Cool Story Bro. It's our flagship format here at Big Book Theatre. What we do is we get a special guest storyteller to tell some true stories from their life, and then we produce some improv coming out of those stories. And I'm very excited, you saw him in the first half, to have one of our favorite performers do some stories for us tonight. Can I get a huge virtual round of applause in the chat for Mr. Ben Snake.
Hey.
Ben, thanks so much for doing stories for us tonight.
Pleasure.
Great. We can plug some stuff at the end, but for now, we're just going to get our cast to the stage. So can I get a big round of applause in the chat one more time for our cast for the second half, starting with Rosa.
Woo!
Hey, and Brad.
Yay!
And Mark.
Yay!
And a different Ben.
Yay!
And a different Claire. Liz.
There it is. Oh, it's a cat.
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 And Jeremy.
Yay.
Wonderful. We even have an animal. It's the first animal we've had on the live stream so far. Did you guys enjoy the first half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Thank you for your love. Fun. Thank you, Mark. I'm going to pull a word from the chat to inspire you, Ben.
Okay.
We've used most of them, but I think I can chuck some more. Chuck some more.
And
things in the
go
chat
with
if you
bucket
want.
of farts.
No, I feel like that's not great.
Well, I've
one that we
got a
haven't
story
used.
for you, Liz.
We haven't used yet is naval lint.
Naval lint.
Naval lint or sci-fi writer or dumb waiter. Any of those appeal to you for a true story from your life, Ben?
I'm gonna go with dumb waiter.
Great. We can all let Ben take the stage.
I just realized that I thought that dumb waiter was the same as Lazy Susan, like the one that like spins around when you
It
put
is
in the middle
now.
of a table. Yeah. And yeah, it is that, you know, and it's also the thing that goes in buildings and you put it in. Oh my God, there was a dumb waiter at my work when I was living in Melbourne that was like this fancy old women's club. It was kind of like there was like the Melbourne Club and the Athenaeum Club for men and like prime ministers and stuff. But for like the female equivalent, it was called the Lyceum Club. And it was like up this laneway. And it was all just like these rich ladies with like, you know, they would be like doing charity work over somewhere or like, you know, pillaging some nation somewhere or like whatever, having these like networking meetings all the time. And I would be like washing their dishes and trying to belt out Screamin' Jay Hawkins songs whilst mopping at the end of the night. And I would be like, blah, blah, as loud as I could, but not realize that there was still people in the restaurant listening to me. And my chef would come back in from the office after doing his admin work being like, you were just belting. I put a spell on you like way too loud. Like we are getting a lot of complaints. And yeah, I would just keep having to put dishes in the little dumbwaiter thing that would go back down to the bottom floor where like the wait staff and stuff would set the tables and stuff. And yeah, sometimes I really miss that place because it gave me some really awesome ideas for things and, you know, it was really leafy and beautiful to look at and stuff. But it was also like, yeah, this kind of like secret society, like the ladies would press a little button to be let in and, you know, you like kind of didn't really know about it. And it was behind this golden door and there was all these like, yeah, and I was just such like a gross, like I would get all my friends' jobs whenever I'd go on tours and stuff, and I'd be like, oh yeah, you just go and scrub them, just get as long as the dishes are clean, it's totally fine. You know?
Thanks, Ben.
Okay, great.
That's awesome. There are applause for Ben in the chat and performance space.
All right, it's me, Julius Caesar. Welcome, King of the Celts. I'm glad to see you here in our club. Now, I know we're at war, but I thought it would be good for us to just have somewhere to just chill out, you know? Like sometimes
know.
Conqueror.
I always like when we're going off at each other like in person in front of everyone. I can see there's like a glimmer in your eye that's like, bro, it's all good.
Well, no one else understands us, you know what I mean?
I'll see
No
you
one
at the
else
Lyceum
gets it.
Club later. Yeah.
Yeah, no one else on the same level. Like, I command an army of thousands of men who will die at my command. You know,
I am the leader of the Celts.
Yeah.
I'm nameless. I'm just the leader.
Wait, you don't command the army?
Oh no, I do. I'm just more of a mysterious figure.
Oh yeah,
that exists.
I don't want to be rude, but I do not know your name.
It's okay, neither do I.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's good to relax. I don't know. I mean, it's the only problem I have is that, you know, there's these dishes in the middle of the table, right? And I'd love for those dishes to be able to spin around and be able to serve all of us.
Sorry. Let me just do that for you. Lazy Susan. Enjoy.
What?
Thank you.
Have
The
you met
thing
this
is-
Susan?
Huh?
Susan.
Well, actually, the only place I could find where no one would recognize me was this place. So
Here in Melbourne, in an undiscovered southern land.
I had to travel across the whole country.
Yeah.
Of the world, the whole world. Actually, no. We're in,
But the only I have to admit I'm having a second problem.
Which is
we're clearing all of these dishes and cups. But I'm aware that the kitchen and the dishwasher is on another level of this building.
Hey man, I don't want to be weird, but I'm Julius Caesar, right?
Yeah.
We could do the funeral of Liz's character and the second lieutenant. Julius, we just need you to, Julius, you have to come back. Word about the lieutenant. His family are all here and they just want to know something about his name, what he did.
He was a Celt, okay? He was a Celt.
Mentioned his name, Julius.
He was a Celt.
Family are here.
I don't
in your own time.
Celts because they're my enemy. I don't need to know them. They're a bunch of barbarians. That's what I tell everyone in Rome.
They're just there.
I can't pronounce it, okay? I can't pronounce the name. I can't pronounce it. I sound like an idiot. And I know I'm doing it wrong, but I can't get it right.
Why don't you try to pronounce it, Julius? Try. For his family and all of his cousins and his uncles and all of the choir.
Oh, I so miss Uncle. Oh, I can't wait to hear some nice words about him.
You will, sweet child.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Julius Caesar, Emperor of Rome. I knew this man as an enemy, but a fearsome enemy. His name.
He's going to get to that. I promise you.
He's known across the battlefield as a fearsome warrior. His name.
We cut to black. And we open up on a boy talking to his father. Father.
Son. Yes, son.
I know you told me not to go to Bunnings and go down aisle 18, but my curiosity got too much of me. and I just had to go. And now I know why you said don't go down there.
Why did I tell you not to go into aisle 18, son?
I saw the box. It was labeled ant sand. And when I just think about those poor ants,
son,
the little guys just put in the box.
Stop it! Stop!
I shouldn't have gone, Dad.
You shouldn't have gone. I've told you before. Ant sand, spider bait, and anything else that kills animals you cannot see.
What's spider bait, Dad?
It's a band, but also it kills spiders, son. Spider bait.
Hey, Ben!
Hey.
It's me, your best friend. But speaking of spider.
Yeah, this
I've
is
just come around to say hi.
Hey.
What are you guys talking about?
Aisle 18 at Bunnings. And
I've never been there. What's there?
Well, it
sounds great.
There's stuff that kills ants. There's stuff that kills...
I hate ants.
Wasps.
It's not... Sorry, Dad, what? I thought spider... I saw it.
We don't tell
I thought
spooky...
ant was made of ants. You mean it just kills ants? It's not actually made of ants?
Of course, boy. It kills ants. It doesn't... It's not made of ants.
So spider bait is actually a spider bait. Spooky. You should avoid...
Spider bait? That's my favourite band.
It's not what you think. Don't...
Cut to a band practice of spider bait. It's me, Cram, I think my name is. I'm the drummer with the beard. And I sing sometimes. And I'm in the band Spider Bait. Now, everyone, I want you to know, I didn't mean to start a band. I meant to start killing bugs with my sticks.
Yeah, I told you I wanted us to be called Ant Sand.
No, man, no.
Guys, you want a party?
I didn't want to
No,
be
we're
a
not
band either.
Not a band. We're here to kill spiders.
Guys, they're so hot. I'll just be outside.
I've heard that with spiders,
Rosa,
you
let's
just
kill
have
the
to.
spiders.
My
you just
name is Cram. I'm the drummer in Spider Bait.
That's Cram. I know Cram. I'm with Cram.
Thank you.
Hey, why is our drummer the most memorable guy?
Because I'm the singer. And I perform weird. Anyway, what I'm saying is, we've just got to start murdering bugs, all right? I'm sick of playing all this music, all right?
You know who we need to get in here?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me,
Yes.
Spooky the Spider. I'm your biggest fan.
You know,
We go to Silly Spider's funeral.
What was his name?
No, I just know his nickname.
Cut to black. Cut to black, and we open on a X Factor audition where someone is trying to get into the spirit of singing their song. It's just I don't usually sing in a room. I'm not used to singing in a room, Simon Cowell or whoever's the expected judges. I'm just alone in this room, I guess. No,
We've been watching you through the cameras. We think you've got a huge amount of potential.
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting into the zone because I usually just sing on the toilet only.
It's a yes from me.
Just a
I
minute.
haven't sung yet.
Hang on.
No, you're getting ready is the most amazing getting ready I have seen in my entire life, and it's a yes from me.
It's just that, I usually just sing on the toilet, and so getting...
we happen to have a toilet for you. Here you go.
Thank you
just
so
grab
much.
that.
Oh.
Have a seat. Please don't do anything in it. Just sit on it.
Ooh, see, the
But just
problem
in case,
is
here's
when I
some
hit the
toilet
high
paper as
note,
well.
I've only been able to hit the high note in this song when I'm,
No, I enlighten me. I don't.
when I'm evacuating my bowels.
I'm not entirely sure
that
how
okay?
that'll go. I don't know how that'll go on stage.
Far away.
Simon, can I take back my yes?
We fade to black, and we get Ben back to tell another story. Hopefully that inspired something, Ben.
That was so funny. Yes, there was kind of two little ideas that those scenes inspired. One was I work as a kindergarten teacher, and one of the hardest parts of my job is convincing children not to just be real murderous about spiders and cockroaches and anything that they find. They're just like, oh my gosh, Mr. Ben, it's a spider! And then they'll just go and start hacking at it or something. And I'll have to be like, guys, no, the spider is a sentient being. He's our friend. Guys, stop. This little boy is just like, wow, which is, kind of brutal. And the other thing was the, I do a music act. And one year I got booked as part of this kind of alternative stage on a Falls festival, which is a really big mainstream festival thing. And, I got given a 3 a.m. slot at this weird stage or whatever. But I was hanging out for a couple of days with my friends there. And I'd never been to one of those really big, stupid kind of 20,000 people festivals where I don't know, I was really judgmental about the whole thing. But Spider-Bait were playing, and I remember just being like, oh, this whole vibe is real, it was real bro-y and all these yeah, what kind of guys kind of thing. And then when Spider-Bait came on, they were just they were the band, that was who everyone was there to see, and they were just yeah, Spider-Bait, and Cram came off the stage and ran through the crowd, and all these dudes with no shirts on were following him and licking him and stuff, and we were just watching, just being damn, that guy must get licked every time he plays. That's so full on. Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
I was just thinking of something while I was playing with my blocks. Can I ask you a question that Mum and Dad won't answer? I was just thinking, at what point does intelligence translate to sentience? And at what point are we ethically obliged to treat intelligent sentient animals with the same attitude as we would fellow human beings? I was just thinking about that.
Look, I am on my teaching crack here, okay? Matilda, you know this is my second day, and you are just fucking with my head now. Okay? I am in my 3rd year. Matilda, look at me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, how's it going in here with the kitties?
I was just asking her a question and she yelled at me and said the bad word.
No,
just so you know,
Matilda wanted to know what a cat sounds like, and I told her. Matilda.
Claire, now, just so you know, we generally don't swear at the children, so if you just keep a minimum, I'm sure you'll do a great job. And my door's always open.
Excuse me, miss. I was just wondering, if there's really, if there's no God and there's no then there's no point to life, and so why should we bother living at all?
Don't you want to tell me about your weekend? Like maybe what your pet did, huh, Jonathan? Maybe a little bit.
It didn't do anything important because nothing in life is important at all, and there's no reason for anything.
So hot. Why don't we just maybe do a little twinkle twinkle? Maybe.
We cut to Liz's character at home meeting her parents. So, honey, how was school today? Did you learn anything new?
Played with blocks, played in the sand pit, discussed...
Any new words or anything? Any language?
What did my little girl do?
Moral relativism.
Oh,
that's good. That's good, darling.
Yeah.
And so can we look at your paper?
See, I did write a paper, but I'm just following up on a few of my citations because I just wouldn't want to submit for peer review and publication without fully understanding the references that I've cited.
This is really impressive considering you only know 20 words at the moment.
Yeah. Thank you. Also, I drew a picture of you.
Oh, wow.
And I've gone with the more Baroque art style. And I've tried to...
See the expressionist twist to it, though. Very good.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Can I put it on the fridge?
Would you like some Chardonnay?
Thank you.
All good girls drink their Chardonnay. And let's put this little painting up on the fridge. Wow.
Thank you. Can one of you read me a book before I go to bed, please? Can you read me my favorite?
Okay.
Do you have it?
Yes, I do.
That's good.
It's like, thus spake Zarathustra.
We cut to black, and we open on an artist at their first art opening. I'm talking to their friend. Did you know there was going to be all these like art people at this art opening? I like hate art people. Like I know that I did all these paintings.
Wait, you hate? Did you just say you hate art people?
Yeah, there's just something about them. You know, they like wear those like jackets.
You are an artist.
Really
you are an art person.
I'm an artist? That is so rude. I don't know how I feel about you saying that to me.
Yeah.
Look at them. I mean, look at them.
He's admiring your painting.
Is that one drinking wine and talking at the same time somehow? What is that? Oh, that guy's touching inside of his mouth. How could that possibly be necessary?
This is art.
The guy just smugly laughing, Jeremy. Like, Do you not hate these people?
Excuse me.
No, it's amazing. Look at that naked lady over there who's she's laying eggs out of her
That is
vagina.
a painting that I did, Jeremy. Oh my god, you're the dumbest person that I know.
Okay, come on, educate me. Tell me, you know all about this stuff.
Oh man, look, maybe I'm just not cut out to be an artist. You know, I don't like the people.
You've been in art school for 7 years.
I know. I've been denying it.
We cut to Rosa interviewing for a new job. G'day. Hey, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, look, what makes you think that you're qualified to work at the Bunnings paint desk?
Well, I actually have a lot of paint experience. I've used all different types of paints, made lots of colors in my previous job.
Sorry,
I know a lot about
there. What's your favorite? Your favorite?
My favorite paint?
But brand, yeah, like Wattle, or do you prefer the British paints?
These are the
sort of
I've never
questions
used those brands. I've only ever used
what brands are you?
Art brands.
I haven't heard
Sorry,
of
did
art
somebody
brands.
say art? Excuse me.
Oh no.
The art is down. Yeah, no, sorry, Liz. Your art is down in aisle 2. This is the paint section. Yeah, aisle 2 is where you want, love. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
yeah, we're
can I-
Bunnings. We're expanding. We've got a whole art section now. You should have applied for that section. Really, you're probably more suited to that one.
No, you know what? I actually don't know.
Excuse me, where's the surrealist section?
That's in aisle pie. 5-9.
I mean, he couldn't just enjoy the art, could he? He had to be the art. Classic. Oh no, look, I'm sorry. I actually am not interested in this job anymore. I didn't know Bunnings would have so many pretentious people that came in here. I thought it was just more people interested in wood and sticks and hammers, stuff like that is not pretentious. It's just is what it is.
No, I get it.
Sorry,
It's
I
a
was
changing
just
time.
listening to this conversation, and I really enjoy people being demeaned in public.
We cut to black and open up on an agent's office with his client. And you're sure they want to book me for the Falls Festival, Jim?
Yeah.
They want to book you for the Falls Festival.
I'm a children's magician. I don't think I'm going to go down well there. I just don't think I've got the chops for it, Jim. I know the money's good, but
I'll be back in a second.
Oh, sorry. No, it's exactly what they want. They want to get children to the Falls Festival. There's not enough children there.
But I can pull some flowers out my sleeve, but
Wow! Can you show me now?
Yeah, look, a bunch of flowers.
Whoa! Thank you. Can you do anything else?
Yeah. Well, no, I've got a bit of a red nose, and I make it beep. It's like beep beep.
Have you got it with you?
Yeah.
I just got off the phone with the festival people. They are going to go ahead so long as he has a beepy nose.
Beepy nose. You got a beepy nose.
Beep beep.
Okay, I'll tell them. I'll let them know.
Hey, have you got one of those buzzer things? Where you oh, we can't shake people's hands anymore. Never mind.
My own hand. Seriously, like 20,000 people to see me do this stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah, 20,000. There's still 20. No, I think they moved you to the bigger one because it sold out already.
Hey, are you looking for something to spice up your clown act? This festival?
Well,
can you do kids tricks?
Have you ever heard of the fun social distance zapper? Some people call
I
it
just
a
gotta go check with the
taser.
other guy.
Some people call it a taser, but I call it a fun long distance zapper. Anyway, on the back of the
How does it
festival,
work?
you're selling items to spice up your act.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you show me it? Yeah. Fire it at me.
Ah, are you performing later? Or?
Yeah. I'll be fine. I want to see what it's like. Go on.
Is this where we auditioned for being at the Falls Festival?
No, well, I don't know if it is, but I'm certainly just selling illegal tasers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just that my name is Vercingetorix, and I'm the leader of the Celts.
And that's our show! With the leader of the Celts getting tased. At the end of our show. Let's get our cast back to stage, please.
That's perfect.
Liz has been waiting for that one all
Perfect
night.
callback.
Like
Yes,
a
that was
hawk.
awesome.
Like a hawk.
I loved it.
Can we get a huge round of applause for our storyteller, Mr. Ben Snee?
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Ben, do you have anything you want to plug? You can hang around for a little bit, Ben.
Oh,
Is there
pardon me. Sorry.
Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, I mean, I do a music thing called Orlando Furious. And yeah, there's videos of me and there's like iTunes and Spotify's of me and new things are like coming out soon. And yeah, you know, it's like it's a nice vibe, but mostly I'm here. I'm doing what you're doing now and really appreciate you and you all.
A plug for us. Hooray. Thank you,
Plug
Ben.
for you all.
And thank you. Check out Orlando
Ben.
Furious on everywhere you
Goodbye.
find good music. Thank you,
Or
Ben.
come to my kindy.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Definitely don't do that.
No. Big Folk does not endorse whatever that was. And I get a huge round of applause for our cast as they leave the meeting. Rosa. And Claire. Jeremy. Mark. Brad. And what was the name of that person again, Liz?
Vercingetorix.
And Liz. Thank you, everybody who's been joining us in the live chat. Thank you, everyone who's commented. Thank you for the rounds of applause and the smiley, cryy faces. Thanks for joining us for our show tonight. We really appreciate you spending your Friday night with us here at Big Folk Theatre. We'll be doing this Friday show for the next, at least until at least July, probably August too. We also have our Saturday night show, and we have one of those tomorrow night. It's Big Fork Saturday special, where the directors of Big Fork Theatre do their show Raised by Wolves, and in the other half of the show, we get some of Australia and New Zealand's like really incredible, the most amazing improvisers of this country and our friends in New Zealand who join us. And tomorrow night's lineup is just incredible. We've got Cale Bain joining us from Sydney. We've got Callum Ratton joining us from Canada, and we've got Jim Fishwick, and we've got Jen O'Sullivan from New Zealand, both joining us. So I can't wait to play with those folks tomorrow night. So if you're watching this and you enjoyed what you saw tonight, I really encourage you to come back tomorrow night and watch Big Fork Saturday Special. Tell your friends as well what you saw tonight. We've been Big Fork Theatre. I've been Jim Reynolds. And we do our classes. That's the final thing I should say to you all. Our classes are coming back, in-person classes, coming back from July. Check out our website, bigfolktheatre.com, or the links are also on our Facebook page. And why not take a class and do something fun with some people in person, learn a new skill. I can't wait to teach those classes. I'm really excited to teach the one class I'm teaching. But we also have our intermediate classes available for sale as well, if you've been doing improv for a while. So we can't wait to start that again. And until tomorrow night, when you join us for Big Fork Saturday Special, I've been Jim, we've been Big Fork Theatre, and enjoy the rest of your week. Good night, everybody. I'm going to figure out how to stop live stream by pushing this button